Imagine building a company worth over $30 billion without selling a single commercial product. Imagine convincing investors that you've invented the future of transportation, only for the world to discover that your revolutionary truck couldn't even drive under its own power. This is the story of Nikola Motors and the spectacular rise and fall of its founder, Trevor Milton. More importantly, it's the story of how one of the biggest corporate frauds of the electric vehicle boom was slowly uncovered. Chapter 1. Selling the Dream. The late 2010s were the golden age of electric vehicle startups. Investors were desperate to find the next Tesla. Nikola had the perfect pitch: hydrogen-powered semi-trucks, zero emissions, revolutionary technology, a cleaner future. Trevor Milton wasn't just selling trucks. He was selling a vision. His presentations promised technology that would outperform diesel trucks while producing almost no pollution. Media outlets loved the story. Retail investors poured in. Major companies began paying attention. In 2020, Nikola went public through a SPAC merger. Within days, its valuation briefly exceeded that of established automakers that had spent decades building real vehicles. And yet, Nikola had barely produced anything. Chapter 2. The Perfect Image. Milton carefully crafted his public image. On interviews, social media, and investor calls, he spoke with absolute confidence. He claimed Nikola had groundbreaking battery technology, revolutionary hydrogen systems, and years of engineering advantages over competitors. The company's promotional videos looked incredible. Its futuristic trucks appeared powerful, silent, and fully operational. To many investors, that was enough, because during speculative market booms, stories often become more valuable than evidence. But behind the scenes, questions were beginning to emerge. Chapter 3. The First Cracks. Some engineers, industry experts, and skeptical investors noticed inconsistencies. Certain technical claims didn't add up. Some promised technologies never appeared. Timelines kept slipping. Announcements were made, then quietly forgotten. Yet Nikola's stock kept climbing. Most critics were ignored, until one research firm decided to investigate everything. Chapter 4. The Investigation. In September 2020, short-selling research firm Hindenburg Research released a report with an explosive title. It accused Nikola of being an intricate fraud. The report didn't rely on rumors. It relied on documents, interviews, photographs, and one incredibly important video. Years earlier, Nikola had released a promotional video showing its truck driving smoothly across a highway. The implication was obvious. The truck worked. But investigators discovered something astonishing. The truck wasn't driving itself. According to the report, it had been towed to the top of a hill and simply rolled downhill while cameras filmed it from flattering angles. The vehicle's own propulsion system was not powering the movement shown in the promotional footage. Nikola later acknowledged the truck was rolling on a downhill grade for that video, while disputing broader allegations in the report. The video had created the illusion of a functioning product. That revelation became one of the defining moments of the scandal. The report also challenged other public claims about technology, manufacturing capabilities, and readiness. Suddenly, investors weren't asking, "When will Nikola change the world?" They were asking, what was actually real? The market reacted immediately. Nikola's stock plunged. Regulators began investigating. Business partners distanced themselves. Public confidence evaporated. Trevor Milton resigned as CEO just days after the report's release, while denying wrongdoing. But the investigations continued. The scrutiny extended beyond press statements. Authorities examined interviews, tweets, podcasts, and investor communications. Every public claim was compared against internal evidence. Chapter 5. Justice. In 2021, federal prosecutors charged Trevor Milton with securities and wire fraud, alleging he made false and misleading statements to investors about Nikola's technology and business. In 2022, a jury convicted him on multiple counts related to those misrepresentations. He consistently maintained his innocence throughout the case. The Nikola story became a warning, not because ambitious startups are inherently fraudulent, but because extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Glossy presentations, viral marketing, and soaring stock prices cannot replace working technology. Nikola promised to reinvent trucking. Instead, it became one of the most famous examples of hype outrunning reality. The scandal wasn't uncovered by a single whistleblower or one dramatic confession. It unraveled through careful investigation, public records, technical scrutiny, and the persistence of people willing to question an extraordinary story. In the end, the truck that appeared to drive into the future was quite literally rolling downhill. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe Corporate Karma channel for more stories about the biggest business scandals, financial frauds, and corporate mysteries and success stories.